Hey, dude, Joe Rogan crushes Brendan Schaub's dreams. I'm gonna be honest with you, Brendan Schaub has been a bitch. I've heard about him being a bitch. I never liked him. I'll tell you what, that Brendan Schaub guy is not chill like that. Oh, dude, a Patreon, yo, W, by the way, for our boy. Patreon, by the way, nice, dude. I also have a Patreon. Okay, thank you for leaking my email. I also have a Patreon. Chat, if you guys want to join the Patreon, explanation Patreon. Anyways, why are we watching this, chat? I mean, you know, we love a little drama, and also anything with Joe Rogan's name on it on YouTube does amazing. So what's up, YouTube frogs? Clicking on this. My name's Chris. I'm a React streamer and content creator. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Drop a sub if you do. I'm also live almost every single night. First link, actually second link in the description, because the first link in the description will be the original video if you want to go watch that instead of this one. Okay.
All right, so it's been around a year since Joe Rogan opened up the comedy mothership, and pretty much all of his friends have performed there so far.
Yeah. Yo, this edit's fucking crazy, bro.
Except for Brendan Schaub, of course, which is just kind of sad at this point because that's like Brendan's dream, but I think he's probably lost hope. You know, like he announced he was quitting or taking a break from comedy a couple months ago. And other than him just having low ticket sales and not wanting to travel, I'm sure Joe not letting him perform at the mothership was probably a big part of that. You know, if Joe all of a sudden gave him a green light to come perform there, he would come out of retirement in a second. But since he announced he's quitting and also admitted last year that he had a talk with Rogan about how he doesn't deserve to be there, it sounds like he's pretty much given up on performing there. But at least he had enough self-awareness to admit it, even though I'm sure it was a really tough thing for him to hear, especially because Rogan was the one that originally told him he was funny and got him into comedy, which is why I think Rogan
what's up, Bobby?
should actually let him perform there. You know, he's the one that got him into this. And he also has people like Bert Kreischer performing there, which at this point, Bert and Brendan are probably around the same level. And
What? Yo, I'm gonna have to watch both and come back with a fucking analysis like I did with J. Cole and Kendrick. I was like, oh my god, no, Kendrick is fucking insane. Holy fuck, I'm so sorry. I love J. Cole, but Kendrick is literally just better. I'm gonna have to do the exact same thing in this situation. I'm gonna have to do the exact same thing. I'm gonna have to watch Bert Kreischer special and then a Brandon Schaub special and then come back and report back, dude.
just the idea of Brendan Schaub.
Brandon Schaub is an amazing person. Do you want to know why? Because like if I look at myself and I realize, oh my god, my fucking Mountain Dew is exploding on me. Pause. Anyways, did I see your last message? Chris, you should play that next time you leave. What should I play the next time I leave? I may be unfunny, but at least I'm not Brandon Schaub levels of unfunny, you know?
Coming out of retirement to do stand-up at Rogan's comedy club after knowing that Rogan was trying to keep him away from there as long as possible and had a talk with him telling him he didn't deserve
like that. My VOD's gonna get cooked because fucking Metro is signed to UMG
to be there. I mean, knowing
sorry, I love that song though.
All that and the whole backstory, I feel like would be funny enough.
It has been a problem though, because there's a lot of people want to come, and some of them are just
a lot of people want to come. Yo, what?
People are weird, like that want a headline, and that they know, like that you're not really a headliner. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, why aren't you playing the mothership, Brendan? I don't deserve to be there. And me and Rogan have had this conversation. I'm not there yet. There's guys like you. I shouldn't be there. I don't want to go there and get backlash. Like, I want when they invite me to be a headliner, I'll know it's my time. All right, I don't want to recreate the Comedy Store for me. I don't want
No. I mean, that is actually real. Holy shit. That is actually real as fuck.
Stand-up lets you know. Stand-up lets you know.
Yeah, I think this time I just don't care. That's where I'm at. I gotta be home more. I'm gonna pull back from touring so much, and I just gotta be home, man. I got to.
Yeah, so it sounds like Rogan had to have a second career intervention with Schaub. I mean, the predicament that Rogan got himself into here is hilarious. You know, telling Brendan to quit fighting and pursue podcasting and stand-up, and now basically telling him he's not good enough to perform at his club, which I'm sure led to Brendan giving up on stand-up. I mean, Rogan has just been crushing this man's dreams. You know, like when the mothership...
That is actually rough, though. That is rough. The dude's like, yeah, you're funny. You should do stand-up. And then he's got his own club, and you're like, yo, I'd love to do stand-up at your club. And he's like, ha ha. He's like, ah, that's another good joke. You aren't kidding? Ha ha.
ship first opened, I'm sure Brendan was really excited. Like he talked about on his podcast how he just can't stand listening to people talk about how great it is there because he just gets too jealous.
I was talking to Rogan this morning. I go, I cannot listen to another podcast of you and anyone you've had at the club, the mothership, and how fun it is.
I know.
It makes me want to jump off a bridge.
Yeah, and even Callan's performed there, and also Eric Griffin, Brennan's.
Yeah, dude, isn't that shit crazy, Urban? Urban's telling the truth. His stand-up is atrocious. Yeah. No way. They let fucking Brian at the mother. I mean, that makes sense, actually.
Co-host on the Golden Hour. So I'm sure when Brendan sees this, it kills him. And also must have been rough when he was on Rogan's podcast last time.
Did I say Brendan? I meant Brian. My bad.
I'm doing a fight companion, and he's plugging his stand-up shows. And, usually when a comedian's on Joe's podcast, they also perform at the mothership. But, of course, Brendan, unfortunately, didn't get the call yet.
Good luck with that.
And I'm in Nashville next Thursday. 2 shows, one night only at Zany's in Nashville. Then I'm at the
Zany? What?
Mothership Vulcan Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, so Rogan is probably killing Schaub with this. Like, when he first told Brendan he was opening a stand-up club, Brendan was probably so excited and really hyped up.
Is Brendan a comedian? Yes. It's okay. The only reason you need to quit comedy is if they let in Amy Schumer before you. Holy fuck.
He probably thought it'd be just like...
I was going to say, or if they let in one of those horrible conservative comedians, like, not like conservative comedians that they're like conservative and comedians, but literally conservative comedians where they're like, ha ha, fucking vaccine gave me butt convulsions. The vaccine gave me butt convulsions, brother. Like those kind of fucking conservative comedians, I was going to say like, if they send Amy Schumer or fucking conservative comedians before you, but Brendan Schaub is basically a conservative comedian. Just kidding. I'm mainly making that joke because of Brian, what's his name's history with fucking Crowder, bro. Holy shit, getting spanked for real.
Like the good old days.
Watch podcasts
and also
a little
Brendan
bit.
mentioned that his favorite place to do stand-up.
The main podcast that I watch now is The Yard. So it's just The Yard, and then every now and then I'll watch something else. The Yard, and then The Ebb and Flow by Eben Britton. And then if Mike ever uploads new podcasts, I listen to those like almost immediately. And then, I'll dibble dally with some fucking... I can't believe I said the fucking vaccine made my butthole convulse. Anyways, I'll dilly dally with something else like Joe Kidney's podcast, TMG, Dr. K's podcast. Oh shit, yo, Sorrow, can you DM that to me on Discord? Or put it... Yeah, could you just DM it to me on Discord, actually? The vaccine made my wife into a lesbian, and it made me like to get pegged.
Up is in Texas.
Thank you, Sorrow.
Apparently has a tattoo of Texas because that's the only place he sold out every show.
Fun.
I have a Texas
fun
tattoo
place.
for
Jupiter, what's up, family?
God's sakes.
Why do you do that?
I don't know, dude.
Jesse!
Why do you have
You
a
don't know?
dragon?
No, but what happened?
Oh, I thought you were making fun of me.
No,
I don't know.
no,
but like
I
a
thought
Texas
it was like a
tattoo.
reason.
It's the only state when I started stand up I've never not sold out Texas. Every single show I do, I sell out in Texas. I love Texas.
That's why you got that tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so who the hell knows if that's true or if that's the reason or if he even has that tattoo. But if it is true...
Chat, listen to this right now. Listen to what I'm going to say right now. If I get to shoot photos of Mike at Stage AE, I will get a tattoo of Pennsylvania on me somewhere. I swear to fucking God I'll do it. I swear to fucking God. Okay? If I get to shoot photos of Mike at Stage AE, even if it's just a little tiny little, I will get a fucking tattoo of Pennsylvania. Yep.
True. I'm sure he thought things were finally coming together. His favorite place to do stand.
Tramp stamp? No. That's crazy. Yo, Jesse, how was the couch nap? So now Texas is continuously is a red flag, TBH. Not to actually you this, but a lot of Texas's main cities are actually either like moderate or progressive. Yeah, weirdly enough, I didn't know this. I thought the same thing until I started fucking looking into Texas more. Because I was like, maybe one day when I get rich, I'll move to Texas. Well, it wasn't Texas originally. It was like somewhere nice and warm. Fucking fire. Although IDK, who turned off my PC, Moth did it, dude. He's like, oh fuck, dude. I got you. I'm gonna keep the electricity bill down. Put his little pop there. Okay, sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked, chat.
stand up. He claims he wants to move there, and that's where he sells out every show. So when Rogan opened up his club there, he probably thought maybe he could finally start to turn things around. But a year later, he hasn't performed there at all, and he's pretty much given up on stand up. And recently, somebody on the Fighter and the Kid subreddit noticed that Brendan unfollowed the mothership on Instagram. So it looks like he's pretty much given up hope. And like he said in that clip earlier, he probably just cannot take seeing pictures of it and people performing there and people having fun and everything. And, you know,
oh my God, imagine getting cut that hard. No, I feel it though, dude. I feel it though. This is me with fucking, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I try and untrain my brain, but I would be lying to you if I said that I never felt that way about another photographer getting to shoot really cool fucking shows. Like photographers that have been into photography way shorter than me, right? That have literally like never shot like a DIY show or anything like that. Like literally just like up there immediately. And I'm like, holy fuck, you know? I think everybody has that in their own ways sometimes, you know? Chris, I'd rather stay in the cold mountains than move to Texas. Yo, okay, listen. You haven't seen my pitch deck on Texas yet, but I don't want to move to Texas. I would rather stay in. I'd rather just go to PA.
I figured Rogan probably didn't want him to perform there. I think I made a video about it a couple months after his club opened. But I thought at some point he probably would. But now it's a year later, and it's still not looking like it. And I think Brendan might have just given up at this point. So Rogan probably just put his foot down, and I don't know if it's ever happening. Like, also the timing of Rogan opening up his club was pretty bad for Brendan because just the previous year was a rough year for him. You know, I think all the Bobby Lee stuff happened.
Yeah.
The truck walk situation and him threatening to sue people and actually...
Yeah, him threatening to sue people is crazy.
Suing people and also...
Wait, Omen, what, can I ask you, do you care sharing what part of Canada you're in? Yo, I appreciate you, Sorrow. To be fair, I get mad at people on YouTube who get millions of views because they put reverb on a song and change the tempo. Meanwhile, I work my ass off on beats. Yeah, I think literally everybody has had that, like, in their own passions or, like, work in some way. Like, somebody, like, gets something way quicker than you. Or, like, you see somebody doing something awesome, you're like, damn, I really wish that was me. Like, fuck, bro. You can't live without Jussie. You never move that far away. True. Unless I brought Jussie with me, dude. Fuck it. We're bringing the whole compound. We're bringing the whole compound. We're bringing all of the bands as well that any of my friends are connected with. Texas is so scary to me as a kid. Oh, right. That's right. Alberta. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Quebec. But isn't Quebec like the California of Canada?
Also, Gringo Poppy came out, so he's in a lot of controversy, which Joe definitely pays attention to.
Yeah. What'd you rate it? How'd you rate it? On a scale to Brandon Schaub to 10, what'd you rate it?
No fucking way! No fucking way! And he's dying laughing too! He's dying laughing too! He didn't... and then, like, said something. He's literally still dying.
Look, Brendan's my boy, but he needs a handler. Who is the most hated man on the internet?
His name is Hunter Moore. I don't know.
Brendan Schaub just went like this. Oh. Whew.
And it's funny because for a while people thought that Rogan would try to protect Brendan or he would get uncomfortable if people would trash him. Like, he would get mad if other comedians were talking shit. But at this point...
Quebec is French. The California is British Columbia. Oh, okay. I got a homie who owns a house in Texas. He's a bit racist and don't like LGBTQI+, but we can live there. Josh, if he doesn't like the LGBTQI+, your ass is not living there, bro. You finna get shot, okay?
I don't think he really seems to care, and he finds it funny because it is hilarious. Like, just everything that goes on with
The Seinfeld dude on the screen, that's this dude's, like, whole fucking... His whole look and aesthetic as the Seinfeld dude.
Brendan, unintentionally, he is one of the funniest comedians.
Wait till he learns about your dildo? Yo, don't talk about Divarius like that, dude. What the fuck?
And that's why I think Joe should let him in. I mean, he should be honored to have the Gringo Poppy perform at his stand-up club. And, I mean, just the spectacle of the whole situation should be enough for the fans. You know, I think that's what Joe is mostly worried about. You know, like fans that are taking vacations and spending a lot of money to go down to Texas to see his stand-up club, and then they could get stuck with Brendan Schaub. I mean, is that much worse than Bert Kreischer, though?
Yo, why is he cooking Bert?
So I think Joe should let him in, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And then if you want more content from me, make sure you go check out my Patreon account. There's a ton of stuff up there. If you want to hear about the basketball game that almost ruined Matt and Shane's relationship with Luis J. Gomez and
Dude, I have got to watch this video, bro.
Big J, or if you want to hear about Michael Richards, you know, Kramer's infamous
Not tonight, but soon.
meltdown at the Laugh Factory,
George.
or just a ton of other stuff. There's over 75
George of the jungle.
videos.
Anyways, yo, final thoughts. Yeah, bro, this is crazy. I mean, I'm with Joe, dude. Listen, if your homie's just not funny like that, like, you just gotta be like, yo, dog, you know, keep working on it. You know, you're gonna get there, but, like, keep working on it. Or, you know, let him get cooked. Yo, what the fuck is up, Tribal Chief Queso Waffle? What are you doing, Queso? Yo, mods, ban this guy? Sorry. Force a habit. This man sounds so dead inside. Please give him a hug. Oh, yeah, dude. Somebody needs to give this dude a hug or some sloppy toppy or both, dude. But yeah, man. No, for real. Like, you know, fucking get cooked, honestly. Get cooked, Brendan Schaub. You know, what does the comments have to say? I don't really have anything else to say. I kind of just said it all like Brendan Schaub's not that funny. Like, GG's your cooked, pal. I mean, like, dude has a lot going for him. You know, he's got a lot going for him. So, you know. Chris, do you have a moment to talk? Is this a reference? Imagine being the one to tell him to quit fighting and go into stand-up comedy and then not let him perform at your comedy club. Yeah, that is crazy. Joe acts as if he is on the same level as comedians that perform at his club. He needs to realize he is only a couple steps above Schaub. Oh, dude, I want to do a fucking challenge video. Also, Chucky, I'll see you when you get back. I'll miss you. I want to do a fucking challenge video or like one of those videos where it's like I end the video when blank, and it's going to be I end the video when I laugh at a Joe Rogan joke. Not Joe telling Brendan to quit fighting and try comedy only to not let him perform at the mothership is the most hilarious unintentional bit Joe has ever done. Yeah. Crazy thing is Joe Rogan being the arbiter of what's funny. Yeah, that is true, honestly. I mean, I get it. Like, Joe Rogan deserves his flowers, but I feel like him being, like, put into this position, I mean, he got lucky. And I don't know, like, I think he is actually, like, I was making that joke. I think he is actually funny in a lot of instances, but I think people have kind of looked at him as, like, one of, like, the comedians or, like, the comedian, which I really don't know, dude. I really don't know. I'd say that would have to be, like, somebody, like, I don't know. Like, maybe, like, a Chappelle. Me, personally, I don't really know how to feel about Chappelle, you know? But, like, somebody like that's, like, proven over and over again that they're a very creative comedian, right? I don't know if Joe really, like, I'm going to have to watch his stand-up specials and really learn more about him before I can, like, confidently be like, yeah, dude, Joe deserves to be, like, the guy that is, like, making these calls, you know? Oh, Gabriel Iglesias? Yeah, dude, that dude's funny as fuck. Him... I'm trying to think. I mean, I love Bobby Lee. You know who has a really funny comedy special? Fucking Noel Miller, dude.